Hey everybody, it's Paul again. I have another radio from y'all. It's another DVD with navigation. It's the Pioneer AVIC-5100NEX radio. This radio is going to average around 749, has a 1 year warranty. It's got built-in navigation. It's got CD, DVD, Dolby Digital. Uses Maps for Life. Maps for Life. You got Parrot Bluetooth. You can also stream music with your Android. You can also use the mirror link with use an optional cable, of course, that you have to purchase. It's also got Apple CarPlay for your iPhone people, and many other features that I probably haven't even thought about yet. But anyway, I also noticed on this box right here there's a important notice for the map fix. So you have to go to pioneer.naviextras.com for more information if you have this particular radio, because there may be an update for your navigation system. So anyway, let's go and get this box opened up, and we will see what's on the inside before we go any further. All right, get the box open here. This is packed full of juicy goodness. The first thing I pull out is some install screws. The next thing I pull out is a 3-foot extension for the USB, because the USB is in the back of the radio, but we'll get to that here in a few minutes. The next we have is the power cord, and this big long green wire is your park and brake. Next thing I'm pulling out right now looks like a audio video 3.5 millimeter extension jack, and the way it looks like, it could be a little bit longer than 3 feet, but anyway, I can tell it's got the video on it because it has that fourth little section on the end right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what that's for. Here's a navigation antenna with the indoor on-dash navigation plate that you can mount it to. It's kind of like a magnetic situation. The next thing we have is a Bluetooth microphone that you can mount somewhere. That way you can talk hands-free to everybody that's on your phone. The next thing I'm pulling out is the limited warranty card. It's a card, but it's actually just a little sheet of paper. Next thing I'm pulling out is the quick start guide for the 6100 and 5100. And it's got probably just a basic of all basic and instructions, because that's all you get on that. So it'll just enough to get you going, but still have more questions later on, most probably. Alright, the next thing I'm pulling out is this yellow sheet of paper. It's just pretty much telling you the model number and the serial number for this particular unit, in case you have to call the company for tech support or something. I might need to ask you that, so you can hold on to this. The next thing I'm pulling out is this little sheet of paper, and it looks like 2 sheets of paper. Never mind. The first one is important notice concerning AVIC sync support, and it takes you to several different websites for several different countries, and also has it in different languages too. So if you need tech support for the AVIC sync, this little paper will keep you going. The other paper that I thought was connected to it is, of course, in different languages. Notice to customers with Apple CarPlay compatible devices. So you have to make sure your phone is compatible for Apple CarPlay. And it says if you connect the device to this product, you will be able to control compatible features directly from the product screen. So from the radio screen. For details for Apple CarPlay, please visit the website for your region or country. On the table on the right, it has the table over here that has a list of countries and the corresponding websites for each one. To access the manual for Apple CarPlay. So Apple CarPlay is separate from Pioneer, so you have to go to, because it's made by Apple. Go to a certain website and it will link you to the correct link that you can type in and go there and read about it. And you can also go to apple.com/iOS/CarPlay as well for more information after that. Alright, I'm still pulling stuff out of the top of the box. And it looks like I've got 2 manuals. This one's an installation manual, and this one's the multimedia navigation and receiver manual. In these 2 manuals. And then, still pulling stuff out of the top of the box, we also have a operational manual on CD. That way you can plug it into your computer. It doesn't go in your radio. You plug it in your computer, and you probably have like in PDF format. I haven't really looked at it yet, but that's probably what it is. And you can actually search for different things a lot easier. You probably find it a lot easier because since this radio might have a lot of features, you won't be able to know where to find things right offhand. So this will help out as well, but only for your computer. Finally, get past all that stuff. Now open up the lid. I'm looking in past the radio. I don't see anything else. Thank goodness. I don't see what else they can stick on there. Alright, pull the radio out. Nothing else in the box. Set that off to the side. We've got some nice, safe, styrofoam deals to keep the radio safe during shipping. Let's see. We got some little bit of tape here. Oh, there we go. Alright, pulling the styrofoam baggie off. Alright, here it is. Here's the radio. Let's go ahead and get it mounted up, and we'll get started back here and see what all the stuff we got going on back here. And then we'll turn the radio around, power it up, and we'll start going through all that stuff. Alright, we got the backup right here. As usual, we're going to start from the left-hand side and work our way to the right-hand side and hit all the stuff on in between. The first thing I come to is the green plug right here, and this is for the navigation input. That's where you plug the navigation antenna into. Directly underneath that is rear audio outputs, and you would run this to like a rear screen or something that requires audio input. Over here we have two USBs, 5 volt, 1.6 amp charging. There's USB 1 and USB 2. If you're going to run AHA radio or Pandora, you have to use USB number 1, and for anything else, you go either way. Directly underneath this is the yellow port right here. That's the RGB input. That's like if you want to use audio and video off your iPhone. And of course, you will require a special connector for that as well. This yellow-brown port right here for the RCAs, this is video output. This goes in conjunction with this rear audio output. That way you can have video and audio going to rear screens and other multimedia devices. This brown port right here, this is for the backup camera. This is called BCN, backup camera. Directly underneath this is subwoofer right, subwoofer left, subwoofer pre-outs. And of course the RCA pre-outs for the speaker amp system is 4 volts. If you notice what this little hook is right here, you probably wonder, well, can I just like hook a wire or something? Well, in the 6100, 7100, and 8100 NEX, there would actually be an HDMI port right here. But since this is the 5100, it doesn't have it. So apparently they use the same backing as the other, more expensive radios. So that's what that is. If you wonder what that little hook is. And of course, back to this, we got a fan right here, this port right here, and I believe, this port right here. This is for the iData-Link Maestro harness. Some newer vehicles nowadays, you can buy the special harness, which will be your harness for the whole car or truck, and it'll give you, it taps into your ODB2 port to receive information like gauges and tire pressure sensors and, all kinds of crazy car information now showing up on the radio. But you can go to idatalink.com//maestro, and you can read them and see if your car is compatible or not. Directly underneath it, this is the power plug. That's where the power plug goes into. This port right here, this is for the Sirius XM module. It's an optional module that you get for commercial-free satellite radio. Directly underneath this, if you can see it, right here, this is the wired remote input. This is for your steering wheel controls. If your car or truck has controls for the radio on the steering wheel, you can purchase another optional module to program and wire this radio in the vehicle to keep your steering wheel controls working for the new radio. Let's see here. Alright, we're going to use both hands. This top row right here, this is your front RCA output. That's the top row there. The second row, this is your rear RCA output for rear speakers. or rear amplifiers for rear speakers. The next set down, if you can see this, it's audio input. This is like if you have like some sound coming in from somewhere else, an external DVD player. You would actually plug the audio and video into these three. It's all in the same port. So there's your red, white, and yellow from like let's say an Xbox or something. And that's what this is for. I don't see any more. What's this one right here? Oh, that's the yellow one. Okay. And last but not least, we have the mute wire, which mostly nowadays, since you have Bluetooth already in there, you really don't need it. But you know your car might send a mute signal to the radio or something. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this off at the side. Directly underneath the RCA cables, there's an AUX plug-in. That's where that little port plugs into to give you sound in from like a non-Android, non-iPhone phone or laptop or whatever. This is where you plug in your microphone for the Bluetooth, and directly underneath this is your antenna. That's where you plug your antenna in. And as I always say in every video with radios, you most probably need some adapters for your antenna. They could run between $10 to $20 depending on which one you need. So anyway, that's all the stuff going on back here. So let's go turn this radio around, get it powered up, and we'll see what happens then. Okay, I got it powered up. I forgot to mention when I first took all the stuff out of the box, I noticed that the radios don't come with a trim ring. As you can see, I got all this out here. But usually the kits that you order or get for your vehicle, it should take care of all the space around your radio. If not, if you're running into a place where you have more of a custom installation, then you may have to customize your own kit and trim ring. So anyway, I turned it on. Of course, after it booted up with a little Pioneer screen, the first thing it's asked you to do is select language program, and it's got different language here. So since English is already selected, and that's all I know is English, so I'm gonna go ahead and click the arrow, which is here. And smartphone setup, it give you a choice. If you have an iPhone, you just leave it clicked here. If you have like Android or something else, you click there. And it tells you which one to plug it into, if you want to use USB or not, or USB 2. So if you have an Android and it's compatible with MirrorLink, you can plug it in USB 2. And then leave it on for MirrorLink. Since I have an Android, I don't think it's compatible, but I'll go ahead and get it set up like that for anyway. So, these are all the functions that's going to be available for my particular setup. And for app radio mode, only iPhones work the app radio mode for the 5100. You'd actually have to upgrade to like the 61 or 81, I can't remember which. But for the 5100, I know for a fact that the app radio mode is only for the iPhone. Alright, so I'm going to click the arrow and click again. Warning! Warning! Danger. Alright, this is the home screen. It'll be the same thing as you press this little button right here. Well, I'm just going to switch over between navigation and antenna. We got apps right here. This is the app radio mode. And once your phone's hooked up, you can actually click it and it'll do some things. But since I don't have a phone hooked up to it and running, that button's just going to sit there and not click or beep or anything. It's just going to be there forever and ever and ever. We got the date and time set up, which I'll click on that here in a few minutes. This is navigation. Click on it. Of course, I may have to plug in the antenna in order for it to catch some sort of a signal. So, but let's see. Since it's my first time running it, US English is loaded up now. Contracting parties agreement, or EULA. Let's go ahead and accept unless you want to read it. Please take a moment to initially set up your device to your preferences. You can run this configuration anytime or change other options in the settings menu. So I'm going to go ahead and do it now because it's the first time I've seen it, so I want to take you with me. Got the voice for the navigation. Apparently they got the English voice, As does street names announced. Got the natural voice. Natural voice is a girl. There's Spanish voices. In French, if you live in, if you have a different nationality language, you click on that. But I'm going to stick with Amy. I think she's kind of cute. At least her voice does sound cute. Anyway, hit next. You can actually go in here and change distances of miles and feet, fuel economy. How good of a miles per gallon, or if you're in England or whatever, or you can understand a different style of miles per gallon, you can figure that up. Temperature, you go to Celsius or Kelvin or Fahrenheit. Coordinate format display or coordinate. And currency, you click on this and you got USD, I bet. And we'll hit next. Vehicle, you click on the vehicle, you got car, emergency, bus, taxi, truck. So I guess you can select what kind of vehicle you drive normally with this radio built into it. Route planning method, they got fast, easy, and short, and economical, so you can choose between those on your route planning. Navigation mode, you got on-road or off-road. Road types, highways, period charge, per use toll, ferries, car shuttle trains, carpool lanes, and unpaid roads. Alright, configuration wizard completed. You've completed initial setup. You can run this configuration at any time, and there's no word at because I just added it in there, or change other options in the settings menu. So I'm going to click finish, and now it's going to load up the basic map where it thinks I am, which I'm not there because I don't have my navigation antenna or phone plugged into it. That's why I was looking for the GPS signal. Alright, it's got a finger touch. You can slide the screen around. Let's see if I can zoom. Yep, we can zoom. I've been doing the pinch method. So you can zoom, go even further out. Getting way out there. Oh, it says, it says we're in Los Angeles. Alright. Oh, look, gas. Set its destination, calculating route, and it looks like I'll start here, wherever that's at in Los Angeles. Drive down this road and hang a right, and the little checkered flag is where I'm supposed to get gas at. Start navigation, and of course, if I was driving, it would orient me in the right direction, and we just follow this road down, and hang a right down here and keep going. And of course they would follow me because I'm and stop right here at the gas station, which is called Valero at 500 South Alameda Street, Los Angeles, California. So if you need gas, there you go. It's kind of a long way to drive if you're not living in California. Anyway, let's back out of this. Of course, we know about the map screens. I'm not sure about this little thing here. There's no traffic events affecting your route. Okay. So apparently on your route, after you plan it, that pops up, and I guess the X means there's nothing going on. 0.9 miles. Probably 4 minutes. I'm not sure what the 0.03 seconds are. Oh, time left. Okay. Arrive at 411, which would be, it's 4:08 here, so 4:11 takes just a few minutes to get there. You got your miles per hour, you got your altitude, and your heading, which way you're facing, and trip summary, driving average speed, max speed, average speed, start, date, time, total distance you went, and if you went up and down any altitudes. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm just clicking this. It's just making beeping noises, not doing nothing. That's still pretty cool. This button here, nothing. This little puzzle piece up here, I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to click it anyway. Oh, associated phones. I guess that's for Bluetooth and stuff. Associate a new phone. I'm going to click it. Alright, it says download the AVIC Sync application to the phone. Start the AVIC Sync application on the phone. Connect the phone to the car via USB. That's for the USB. And if you want to do it for Bluetooth, download the AVIC Sync application on the phone. In fact, while I'm telling you that, I'm going to go ahead and do it because I have my phone right here. See if I actually have that app for the Android. I have the 5.0 Lollipop edition. Alright, AVIC Sync. It's not pulling up nothing. And it looks like all I got. Alright, for the Androids, all it says is App Radio Pioneer Corporation. That's what I typed in when I typed in AV Sync, and I did spell it right, so. And it's already installed, so that's what that is. I don't have my cord with me, or I'll plug it in just to see what happens. So, more information. The functionality of your infotainment, and that's a word right there, infotainment. That's the first time I've seen that, infotainment. Can be extended with the smartphone application. So anyway, that's what that is. Here's a 1 in a chat bubble. Connect the smartphone for extra features. Okay. I'm clicking it. Nothing's happened. Oh, there we go. Oh, now we're back to associate now. And I tell you what, let's do the Bluetooth. Let's use the app radio. See if I can find that on here. Oops. Oh. Hate when I click on the wrong button. Okay, click on the app radio, that little icon you saw a second ago. Okay, app radio, it's running. Alright, pair the phone with the car via Bluetooth. Is that the Bluetooth on the phone or the radio? The phone or the radio. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pair the radio to my phone. You can scan. There it is right there. I already found it. I'm pairing my phone, and I'm hitting OK. Hitting yes. Paired. Connecting. And it's asking me if I want to allow contacts, access to contacts. Is want your permission? You sure? Why not? And now we are connected. So let's see here. Go back to app radio mode or app radio. More information. Okay, did that. Did that. Associate now. Did all that. Car media play. iHeart Audio. Waze. I actually had somebody ask about Waze a while back. So I'm still working on that particular answer. Let's see here. Going back out. Connected smartphone with extra features. I've connected it, but apparently my phone isn't compatible. I'm going to go back into settings real quick. I think it's in here. Smartphone settings. Somewhere. And it didn't show anything on here. Apparently it's not in here, or I'm not in the right spot to download all this. So I've for the AVIC, I'm sorry for taking a little bit longer. I'll do a little bit of I'll do a little more research on AVIC and the Android Galaxy S4 with the 5.0 Lollipop edition. Anyway, let's go back to where we were. It says check antenna, which like I said is not plugged in. Let's see, we have a little car here with some arrows pointing back and forth, so I'm going to click on it. Nothing's happening. There's 4 bars right here. This actually takes you to the menu.